Make sure it's 5 seconds. Is that 5 seconds?
I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Average Joverwatch. I'm your host, Jinx, and with me is...
Michael. My hammer is PT Gamer FT Dad, which I am still debating as to whether or not I want to spend the $10 to fix it.
It's not the worst handle.
It could be worse, yes. You're right.
Actually, we have a poll.
Could also
The
be better.
worst, or not the worst. And also joining me, as well as he joined us at our LAN last weekend, my son...
Me, Eric.
And your gamer handle?
My gamer handle is E-Trains. I'm going to change that soon to The Gaming Dinosaurs.
There you go.
Geez, you guys are going long handles.
Yeah, it's, you gotta let people know you got presence. Presence.
Succinct.
That's what the long... no. The long handle. It's presence.
Why am I trying to make succinct longer? That flies in the face of succinct. Alright. So, lots of big news. Orisa just dropped. We just did our first Overwatch LAN. They're making it easier to report people, or at least more varietal. And, yeah.
They're not making it easier.
Some
They're just
interesting
changing
potential changes, too.
Yeah.
PTR. Alright, well, why don't you bring up your topics first here?
Well, the only two that I want to talk about, first off, is, like you were saying, is the changes to the reporting system. So what they refer to as their anti-abuse system. As we all know, quite unfortunately, the Overwatch community is becoming mildly toxic. I've encountered some, let's go with problem players, people that I've had to mute.
I've actually had less lately.
Well, that's surprising. I'm getting more.
So, I don't know. I think it's still at the general malaise of a moderately popular online game. You know, I mean, popularity, I think, is a lot.
I think it's also based around your ranking. You're at a higher rank, you're going to have a higher caliber of player.
Yeah, but I'm playing a lot with lower ranked players.
Yeah, but when you do that, it's usually with us, so I would know if you were getting
the games
into
are in the middle.
Well, either way, I've been encountering more and more. One guy, like I mentioned to you the other day, he told me, even though we were playing well, and he's now on my friends list because he was kind of a funny guy, we weren't doing well at the time when he said this. I don't remember what hero I was playing,
FT did.
but he told me to go back and take care of my kids. Stop playing video games and go and take care of my kids. We ended up winning the game, and we had a few good laughs after that. And then I actually...
sorry, bro, I got a bit salty there.
Grouped up with him. Yeah, pretty much. He apologized. He's like, I didn't mean it.
He apologized.
Well, that was one occasion. I've had other instances, not where people told me to take care of my kids.
Which is going against your point here.
Well, it doesn't really go... Yeah, okay. The point is that they're changing the abuse reporting system. They're adding in a few new, labels or whatever you want to call them. One of them is griefing or harassment. I can't remember specifically. But it specifically then indicates underneath, there's like in kind of loose brackets, this does not include somebody playing a hero that you don't feel is appropriate for your game type, i.e. somebody playing Junkrat on offense, you can't report them for that. Because just because Junkrat's a defense hero, he's not as good on offense, it's not a legitimate reason to report them. That's pretty stupid. It also says things like, just because they won't...
Blizzard would balance the game properly, we wouldn't have this... and they're actually getting... the balance is pretty good, actually.
Name one perfectly balanced game. I'll wait.
I'm just saying they're actually getting to the point where there is a legitimate case. If you do play every hero well, you can play them in almost every situation.
I think Junkrat's going to be...
Console mains are still toxic, but anyway.
I think Junkrat's going to be get much more play now with Orisa and the shields. Like, I've been playing Junkrat on offense more and more, and I'm always gold of limbs, gold damage. Like,
bigger. It's easy to kill Roadhog, who's popular right now. There's lots of... There's not really anyone they fixed Bastions. They've made Sombra. Made Sombra stronger. I think everybody has a place now. Before it'd be like, I don't know, Bastion, Junkrat, Sombra were kind of troll picks. People would just like leave if you picked Sombra for a while there,
which is so silly.
And part of that was learning.
Yeah, she has her places, like you said. But anyways, back to the thing here. And it also says things like, just because somebody's not participating in voice chat, that doesn't count as griefing. You can't report them for that. Like, there are subtleties to it. Again, it's specifically outlined. When you click on it, this thing pops up, and it's like, don't report them for this, that, or the other, or we're just going to ignore it.
Yeah, well, they were probably getting inundated with those things, so...
I saw a really
It's good on
unfortunate
them.
case on Twitter the other day. I follow a few Overwatch players, a couple of streamers, and there was a woman who had, for the first time ever, gone into voice chat and was trying to communicate with the team. And she recorded these, like, they sounded like they could have been anywhere between 3 to 17-year-olds, just totally, blatantly sexually harassing her. Like, all kinds of really bad, nasty things that I'm not going to repeat on here, but it's like, those are the kind of people that this system has been created for, because those are the kind of people that bring it down for everybody. And it's unfortunate, and I'm really glad to see these changes.
Okay, so those are good changes.
And the other thing I want to talk about was Lucio.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the changes are on the PTR right now. We just watched that thing. The speed is crazy. There's no way that's going to go through. That I don't feel that's going to happen. Like, the fact that it stacks with the boost when you jump off the wall and everything like that, that's crazy. The healing looks like it's pretty good. Like, it because they wanted to make him more of a concentrated healer, and I think they've done that, but I think it might be
before his radius was so big that you wouldn't have, like, he just do whatever he wants. It's kind of boring. Like, okay, everybody's being healed, right?
Yeah,
like
everybody's getting a little bit.
Now it's like, but the healing was also so little that it's like, why am I even bothering to turn on my heal? So now it's like, you gotta actually, your team has to coordinate well, or you have to move two people and actually actively try to heal them, and he does enough healing to warrant that.
Yeah.
So I think it's a more interesting...
Especially to amp it up.
Yeah, and you can choose between, it's a more interesting choice between speed and healing and whatnot, and maneuvering.
They also made his projectiles move a little bit faster, which I think is nice, because I always felt like good players could dodge your shots pretty easily.
I would kind of fan it at head level, so you'd kind of get a little bit of like almost the Genji 3-star effect, although a bit tighter.
I won't lie, I try and do that.
It's hard to dodge it,
but they'd at least see it
coming.
coming.
You wouldn't do a lot of
under
damage.
it.
You wouldn't do a lot of damage, which I think Lucio shouldn't do a lot of damage. He's so much utility. The speed is so good. The boop is so good.
Even his ultimate's really good.
So
it can turn the tide of a fight. I mean, it pretty much doubles everybody's health. Yeah. I mean, it fades over time, yes, but if you're in the midst of a team fight...
you have to time just right, because it's not as instant as Transcendence and...
Oh, yeah, because he's got to jump up and he's got to come down.
Res, right? Now you get a little bit of invincibility with Res even, so you can actually use it to save yourself, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, no, Sound Barrier was always, I thought, an underrated amount of skill to pull off well. Again, and the funny part is, I felt like Lucio felt underpowered, but only at lower skill levels, because where you really need more healing, where the higher skill levels, he's like always picked. Literally, the last 2 weeks of professional lands, he was the only hero picked over 76%. He was 20% higher than the next most picked hero, Anna. So clearly, the speed is very relevant at the pro scene, but I mean that's because the pro scene is way more position oriented, right? Like being caught out of position is how you die, and so therefore the speed helps that a lot.
That's why Roadhog exists, to pick off those out of position guys.
Yep, or Widow.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so have you why don't we talk about the new tank?
I've only played a little bit. I still don't...
Have you played against her much?
Against her? I've played against her more than I've had experience playing or had teammates play her. I played one game, Temple of Anubis, though. Oh my goodness gracious. I was just destroying. I ended with like 30 eliminations, gold damage. I got the card for most absorb, and we had a Rhine, which was terrible. But she can just sit in that little side pocket area right under the archways with her shield, and she just hammers out there. And if you get like a crossfire going, no one comes in. No one tries. Like it's not even worth running at her, because then you just throw the goop ball and you pull everybody right back. And you're just shooting. And the distance from the doorway to... There's a statue that you end up shooting at. It's like perfect. All your bullet, or all your shots, whatever it is, fusion, goop, whatever. It's concentrated enough that regardless of who you're aiming at, you're gonna do damage. Even if it's one of the, as you like to call them, skinny bitches, Widow,
They're
or
skinny bitches.
Diva out of her mech or whatever.
Like, maybe eat a donut once.
Like, you'll just hit everything. It was, that was probably one of my better games ever, and it was on a brand new hero I'd never played before. But since then, I haven't gotten much experience because other people tend to pick her. But against her, Junkrat just takes her right out of the game. He destroys that shield way too fast. And the fact that you can throw your bomb just over it, and then you detonate it, and she comes flying through the shield, it becomes moot. So you can't do that with a good Reinhardt, because the Reinhardt will just throw a shield above him, the bomb will still just bounce off of it, doesn't really matter. Or if you blast the Reinhardt forward, even if you do get it behind them, the shield is still up. So it doesn't really matter.
I don't know, it's interesting though, because she can engage Junkrat at a farther range, because his hitbox is pretty reasonable. Like, he's not as hard to hit as some of the other characters his size. It's pretty easy hitbox to hit, which makes a difference with her. The spread on the gun's a little more than, I think they made it a little more than it was initially. But,
I think so.
Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting. At long range, I think she can actually kill Junkrat.
Because
it's hard to get the bombs over top.
You don't need to get them over top. One clip and her shield's down.
Yeah, but she can kill you in one clip.
No, not a Junkrat who's worth any kind of anything. If you're a distance, you're gonna kill her, or you're gonna at least drop her shield so that she has to run away. If you get in close,
but then she's also
you just throw a bomb down and
does
you're
the
out of
40% damage reduction for how long, right?
Like 6 seconds, but it doesn't matter because those 6 seconds. I don't
and
know
then,
how many seconds.
And then,
it is.
yeah, okay, one
shield.
clip and reload is how long?
It's
4 or 5 seconds,
It's 1.66 seconds per shot. So 5,
8 seconds.
3, 8 seconds plus 2
reload
second
is
reload is about 10 seconds.
Which is the cooldown on her shield.
I didn't even think of that.
See, that's the thing I've really noticed, because I played her a whole bunch, and the shield only has 900, right? So it's half a Reinhardt shield. But you can recast it every 10 seconds, and there's no... But it'll stay longer than that. So basically, you can save your recast for when you need it. So that's what I found. I found that the shield doesn't actually get broken. And granted, playing quick play is just asking for no coordination. So
that's true.
The other teams aren't specifically trying to focus breaking the shield often. So I'm sure if you do, like as a Bastion, I just mow it, right? Bastion just killed her.
That's true.
But Bastion's supposed to. Bastion's supposed to kill tanks. And I have noticed she does seem to be most effective against other tanks.
Well, that was the thing.
Because she can engage them from farther away than they can engage her, and their hitboxes are so big that she hits all her shots.
That's what Kaplan said in the announcement.
It pretty much works like he said in the video in my experience. I think partially due to the fact that in quick play, everyone's playing Orisa now. I was getting gold damage because I'd be spamming the shield, and she can just... Like, her 150 round clip can just fire forever. So I just feel like spamming. There was a lot of spam.
I feel like they need to
cut
that
back. I was getting
gold
damage like every game with her.
But
I think in the similar way that you get gold damage with Bastion basically every time you play him. There's just no way around it, right?
Because I've beat Bastions as junk,
right? So,
but only on very specific maps where I can just target one choke point. King's Row, for example, when they're coming through that arch, if you hold them in that arch, junk just damage racks up because they have to touch the payload to move it. And in quick play, like you said, it's not the most coordinated effort, so they all try to pile on the payload. So you're getting tons of eliminations, you're getting tons of damage. I talk about Junkrat way too much, but I'm so glad the LAN is over because now I can just play as much Junkrat as I want.
You're Junkrat main, fair main. I kill you. That's why you have to defer to me.
That's fine. You know what? If there are 1, 2, 3 heroes that completely counter Junkrat, I don't care because... There are a couple other heroes that I can play if Junkrat is not viable.
Like Lucio of Doomsio-ness.
Well, the problem with that, though, is Lucio isn't a damage hero. So if I'm playing a support role, yes, I'm playing Lucio. That's my support main. But if I'm playing a damage role, it can't be subbed in with a Lucio. So Pharah comes out, or you come out with your Pharah, I can't play Junkrat anymore. I have to pick somebody else, in which case I'd probably go to Soldier. Because then not only am I good with the Soldier, but Soldier is a counter to Pharah.
It's hard to be bad with Soldier. Soldier's great. Soldier's a good place.
I will give you that. It is hard to be bad with Soldier. His ult, literally aimbot. Come on. Although I've had bad
You
ults.
just aimbot at a Reinhardt shield and then you just feel stupid.
But even at that, like, yes, okay, that is an unfortunate situation, but if you take down the Reinhardt shield using your ult...
Yeah, but your ult doesn't really
loss.
do any more damage.
No, I know it doesn't, but...
I think it does a little more damage.
If you're... Well, I guess you could potentially dump every bullet into a Rein shield. Anyways, it is a pretty big target.
You should be able... If you can't hit every bullet into a Reinhardt shield, like, even the corner sticking out around a corner,
bigger problems.
so you can't get shot, then yes, maybe Soldier's not the hero for you.
Little fun fact about Orisa's gun, it was tested on Zarya.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw that. They had a Zarya running around. Oh, no, what they had Zarya running around, but it was holding Bastion's minigun.
Oh.
That was the original model that they were using to test Orisa.
Really?
Yeah, it was a Zarya, and there's screenshots of it. And so you see Zarya's, like, goth skin hand, but she's holding Bastion's minigun, but it's shooting the green goop that... Or, I don't know what it is.
I think it's just the bullets happen to be green.
Or whatever it is, it's shooting that. So they just, like, took
It's just called
this mashup.
bullets.
And that was, like, the early concept for the hero. And they were trying to figure out what they were going to attach this weird gun to. Because that was... Jeff Goblin was saying that was what they were trying, like, aiming for, was they were aiming to make a new Zarya.
Rudolph skin.
Bastion.
Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna happen.
Awesome.
That's gonna happen.
Llama skin for Hanukkah. Wait,
there are a lot of skins. They should make it look like
llamas even have anything to do with Hanukkah? Sorry, Jewish people.
A
I
spider
think I
for
offended
Halloween.
you all right there.
Oh, there's so many skins you can make with that, since she's like a bug horse.
Yeah, which one did you pick?
What do you mean?
I do the all white skins. Not racist. So
I
I
haven't
picked the
bought anything
legendary
for her.
white one.
I haven't bought anything for it.
I kept trying to, but our games kept launching right as I was about to click buy.
I
So it was like
remember
4 games in a
you
row.
were getting so frustrated.
I'm like playing Orisa every game, and I'm just like, oh, look at this new with this default skin. Couldn't just take the time to pull us out of queue, could I? Nope. No, I don't work like that. Gotta get it in.
So her shield is that. The green ball, I have trouble with it. I'm still trying to figure out how it works.
See, I love the green ball. I like doing, as you said,
Like, I get
guys
the
are
premise
rushing
of it,
you,
but-
you pull them away from you. I love pulling guys off cliffs. Love pulling guys like up from up high. I haven't been able to successfully, like, I guess, what's the opposite of booping, because it's sucking. Boob? Boobing?
Boobing. I've seen a
Boobing.
few good plays
Boop
on
backwards.
I don't remember the map, doesn't matter. The one with the well. People launch the ball past guys and they get sucked into the well. I've seen a few good plays of that. Like 2 or 3 kills at once because they get pulled in.
Yeah. Oh, we haven't got to play around well yet.
Ilios well.
Oh, Ilios, that's the one. Thank you. I always forget
I think
the
you
name.
say well, everybody knows what you mean.
The only map
Sanctum, too, is probably pretty good for her.
The only map I know is Lijiang Tower and Anubis.
Yeah, Lijiang Tower you pull up everywhere.
I guess Route 66 I know the map.
Yeah, I don't think
King's
I've played
Row.
Control with her yet at all. No, wait, we did play one Control map. What's the one Control map where you can't really pull anybody off? Nepal? No.
The one with the big hole in the middle is...
Oh, I think we played her on
It is Nepal.
Oasis.
Nepal's pretty messed up with that one point where it is down below and there's the
I know.
drop pit on the side.
Oh yeah,
You
Sanctum.
get some good pulls on there.
Yeah, we went played Nepal and only gotten the other 2 or something. I don't know. I don't remember, but I like her. She's good. She's my favorite tank, I think, so far.
Oh yeah, by far mine as well. Like, she's just fun. It's just fun to play her.
And I think it's getting to the point, especially now that they've reduced the cooldown on Winston's shield, that you can probably, maybe, I guess we'll see, get away with her and Winston, and her and Zarya as kind of your tanks, and that's enough damage mitigation. I don't know, her and Diva might be a bit low, but even then, her and Diva, I think as long as you've got... See, Roadhog is almost like a glorified DPS. Like, he's almost like a flanker.
Roadhog,
He's like a high damage flanker.
he is by far just...
Like,
He's my second favorite hero. Junkrat is still my favorite. Roadhog is my second favorite. Just because he's got a very unique playstyle. The hook. I love hooking people.
yeah, you played Pudge and, like...
I love
Dota,
Pudge
didn't
in
you?
Dota, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not good at hooking. Like, your brother's better than me. Although
my brother's a sweet hooker.
I still...
Robson Street folks.
I have that one game where I landed 28 hooks 55% hook accuracy. I am going to die on that hill because that was probably the best game of Roadhog I'll ever have. Because that means I landed 28 hooks. That's a lot, which was only half of my hooks. Which means I was hooking a lot, or trying to hook a lot at least.
I'm sorry.
But there's a lot of Roadhogs that just don't try to hook.
Tricks.
They're so, I don't want to say bad, they're not utilizing the toolkit of the hero. All I see is Roadhogs trying to right-click up close, which is useless, to build their ult so that they can get these 5-man plays of the game so they push everybody off the side of the map. Not how Roadhog is designed to be played, in my opinion. I'm not a professional.
That's just low-level Roadhog.
And I'm sure your brother
all
will
about
have
the
something
hooks.
to say about it.
Roadhog's all about the hooks.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. And I am having a lot of fun hooking people. So blowing people up or pulling them in and smashing them in the face. Those are my two things.
Okay, so you know what you like. Alright. Well, yeah, no, I don't think we'll see Ball of Death, but...
Although Orisa, Winston, Reinhardt, Lucio...
the interesting part is and granted the pro scene you always have to take with a grain of salt, but usually there's so much copying of the pro meta that it filters down.
That's true. People trying to be
I just love all the triple tank that was, when people were the reason it worked was because of Anna's grenade being so strong, and people would be running triple tank, but they'd be like completely spread out, not anywhere near like line of sighting their Anna even. You're just like, what? No, you're missing why this works. So now, the funny part is we're seeing 3 DPS even a lot, but we're just seeing dive comps. Like the top 2 teams in the big, whatever it was, tournament this last week, were basically, one still used a Reinhardt, but one didn't even use a Reinhardt. I think, was it Rogue? Yeah, Rogue was basically playing, they had a Winston, so it's Winston, Tracer, granted one of the greatest Tracers in the world, so that helps when you can do that. A Lucio, a Genji, and then the only ones that they switched were their Anna, who would sometimes switch to Zen if they needed a little more damage, even though they're running 3 DPS. And then they had AKM on just whatever hit scan he felt like. So Soldier, McCree, Pharah. I don't know that Pharah's hit scan, but basically.
Basically, nice when you can just play anybody.
Well, anybody. That's what I mean, though. They weren't. The Winston didn't switch all tournament. The Genji didn't switch all tournament. The Tracer didn't switch all tournament.
Oh.
The Anna switched to Zen sometimes, and then the only one who was switching was just whichever was a better, Soldier, McCree, or Pharah, whatever was more useful at the time. And just, boom, dive, and they won.
Well, I guess new strategies, right? Like changes...
Yeah, so I think I like where it's at. I like, apparently, some of the teams, a couple teams ran 2-2-2, a couple teams ran triple tank, the 2 teams that won ran triple DPS with 1 tank. So it's if there's that much diversity at the pro level, then that's good. I think we'll see that much and more diversity. That's why I think I've noticed people be more accepting of the Sombras. People have seen pros play good Sombras, therefore they're not quitting as soon as somebody picks Sombra in a map, right? Like, they've seen the benefit. They've learned how to play it. So that's why I think the community is actually getting less toxic right now, because the balance is good. That is part of it.
I'll give you that. Yeah, balance is a big part of it, but I don't know. Some people get pretty salty when they lose. Because they feel
that's
like
every video game.
They're Batman and you're just Robin. You can't compete. It's like, come on, everybody paid the same price for the game. You're playing quick play. Chill out. Like, go play competitive if you want to be that angry when you lose. And even then, the other people are probably going to tear you down. Because 9 times out of 10, the guy complaining that you lost, in my experience, is one of the main reasons that you lost.
Yeah, probably at least half the time anyways.
Well, again, those were my experiences. Yours are going to be different because, again, you're playing at a higher level. I'm only gold. You're platinum?
Diamond.
Well, you made it to diamond.
Slip back to platinum here.
Oh. I think your brother made it to diamond, too.
Yeah, that dirty.
Me, him, and Rambo. Oh, my goodness. We had a really good streak going. Then we lost a game, and your brother went silent. But I had to log off anyways because it was like midnight. I was like, I got to go to bed. apparently they kept playing.
Yeah.
So that they could get him to Diamond. So I was like,
They did it.
So I left, and you guys all of a sudden get to Diamond. I see what the link here is, and they just laughed at me. Because it's true. But again, we were doing really well. We kept winning, and then I left.
Well, we were doing really well the other night when our buddy Nick was on. And I think Tom was one game from Diamond 3 times. I talked about it twice. He got so mad. And then we lost 2 in a row at the end, and that was done. He was done.
Yeah, that's it. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. So, Eric, did you have... I guess we should talk briefly about the LAN, our landing experience of Overwatch.
Our first Overwatch LAN.
Yeah, it doesn't help when our most versatile player, at least in the amount of roles that he plays, has to go to the hospital like the morning of the LAN.
We love you, Rambo, but you're a butt.
Yeah. Don't almost die next LAN.
Luckily, we were able to get a fill-in with Vint at very short notice.
Yeah. Who wasn't sure that he'd had the game installed at that point.
Yeah.
So that's a good sign. It's okay, because he knows how to play one hero and almost remembered the maps. He did a good job considering.
Yeah. So that was one.
He was thrown into the deep end. So
that was one backfill, and then Probot was also another fill for, I don't know his handle, Barricade, because he had to work. So that was 2 fill-ins.
Yeah. At least he had prep time with us. That was one we knew at least a week ahead of time.
That's true.
So that wasn't as bad. He could play more heroes than Barricade, but probably at a not quite hit Barricade's level. So I think overall Barricade might have been better.
But again, it wasn't a.
We made the semifinals with a ragtag team of misfits
with a pack,
almost
with a
literally.
Yeah.
An excellent 12-year-old Reinhardt
had
our play of the game against the team that ended up winning the tournament. So.
Yeah, the only.
Oh no, or was it play a game against the?
No, he got it against the team that stomped us. He got the play of the game, and they gave him the legendary card.
Yeah,
he got 10 votes because he had a really good moment. I think he charged in and hammered it, and ended up getting 3 kills or whatever. That was a good play.
None of the rest of us got 3 kills.
Obviously we were clearly doing pretty good.
Man.
That team,
there was a team of a Grandmaster and a whole bunch of almost Grandmasters, like 3900s. I think one might have been 3700, and then their 6 was like 2700,
which is like our highest. You're what, 28?
No, I was 32. I'm up to 32.
Well, our average was like 24, so he was higher than our average.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I was like 1900 going into
Tom was higher than him.
Probably.
And Rambo should be higher than him. So.
Yeah, but again, he wasn't there. And Vin didn't have the game installed. He had to install. He played hospital. One game, showed up with his computer. He's like, "Let's do this," and all of a sudden, we just got squashed.
Yeah, if I'm our second strongest player, but I'm having to play Rambo's guy.
Yeah.
It was not.
It's still a lot of fun,
all things considered, I was pretty happy that we made the semis, which meant we got to play 2 more matches on Sunday.
That's true. That was good.
As opposed to just packing up and going home Saturday night. So that was good. Yeah. So I thought all in all, the well-run LAN here, Lantasy, Victoria, BC.
Oh yeah, the LAN seemed well-run. Even the tournaments were put together. It would have been nicer if there was a few more teams. There was only, 7? So it's kind of a bummer there, but, it worked out for us. We got to the semis.
Yes, it did. We got to play for a prize. We didn't get a prize.
But we got to play for
a prize.
Yeah. Twice, because we were playing for first or second prize.
Yeah, true.
We were playing for the possibility at either first or second, and then we played for third, and nothing.
Yeah. 2 chances at prize. We lost both, but still.
It was still fun. I think E-Train's going to say something. Sorry.
Yeah,
how was your first LAN experience?
It was fun. It was really fun. Playing while the gameplay of the game was so surprising.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
See, never too young to be a good Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Needs more Reinhardt. Blizzard's basically made Reinhardt mandatory, so groom him early. Groom him early, I say.
Hopefully not for long. If Orisa really takes off.
Yeah, you guys can shoot people. I'm gonna be standing behind making shields.
You have fun with that. I will just be Junkrat.
Anti-grav. Oh no, wait, I guess that's a grab. Mini grab ball.
Yeah, I don't know. It kind of looks like Flubber.
Holt.
The first
Stupid
time I saw
name.
that green stuff, the first thing
looks
that
like
popped into
Flubber.
my mind was Robin Williams in the movie Flubber. I was like, that's what it
Okay,
is.
see, first
and it
off,
just grabs people.
this
as it goes
is
by.
this is the age difference between you and me because
Don't tell me you don't know what Flubber is.
Are you no? See, you think of Robin Williams as the Nutty Professor, whereas
No,
I think
no,
of
no, no.
the Nutty
Different-
Professor
different-
as the Nutty Professor.
Different movies.
Flubber
Nutty-
is based off the Nutty Professor stuff.
That may be entirely true, but I don't remember Goop in the Nutty Professor. The Nutty Professor could change himself, and he was different people.
No.
Flubber was green goop that bounced all over the place.
And
I'm not
made
looking
things
it up
float.
right now. We'll
Yeah.
look it up after.
No.
But, anyways, we gotta wrap this one up because we passed 30 minutes, so.
Your mom passed 30 minutes.
Terrible. Did you want to say anything else, Eric?
Hi, Michael's mom.
Wow.
Hi, Mom.
There you go. Ryan, anything? Well, I guess no, I have to say whether I want anything because you have to go out on this one. What line are you going to go out on so I can steal it? You stay classy, San Diego? No.
Yep.
If you ain't first, you're last.
That's true.
That's a good one. You know, I'm just going to go on that one. There you go.
No, we were fourth.
Yeah, so.
Setting off Chaz Michaels.
Oh my god.
I make this look good.
Okay, thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.